everybody, and welcome to our first Welsh route for Train Sim World. It is time to have a look at the Cardiff City Network. If this does happen to be the first stream or video you've seen by me, then my name's Richard, and I'm a former passenger train driver and current freight train driver based in the southeast of England. Now, before we jump in, I have got to tell you, as always, that all the views and opinions expressed within this video are solely my own and may not reflect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with. Furthermore, Dovetail Games have given me the key for this route completely free of charge. However, they do have no editorial control over the content I am making. So if I like something, I'll tell you. If I don't like something, I'll also tell you that. I like to try and keep it honest and balanced. So, without further ado, here we are. Cardiff City Network, our first Welsh route in Train Sim Classic. Well, Train Sim World, that should be, sorry. Rightio, so free roam training modules, Cardiff City Network induction. We've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios there. I'll let you pause the video if you want to have a look at the descriptions of those. And timetable mode is what we're going to be jumping into. So we've got the on-foot option, the high-speed train, Great Western Green, the Class 150 and the Class 153 Dogbox. We're going to be looking at the 150 in another video. The 153 is what we're going to be doing today. So, two options there. Not sure what the difference is between the two of them, but we'll click on the top one. So we do get a fair few routes with this. I think we've got about 4 or 5 different routes as part of the Cardiff City Network. We'll go through the map and explore exactly what we've got as we go along. But we're going to do, and I am going to apologise for Welsh pronunciations. This is going to be terrible. We're going to do Coryton to Penarth, 9:10 departure. Right, we'll click on that. We'll have custom weather. We'll keep it nice and clear for the time being. If we put the dynamic weather on, then it's guaranteed to start raining. A, because it's Train Sim World, and B, because it's Wales. And last time I went to Wales, a friend of mine told me the weather was very Welsh. Was indeed raining. We do have conductor mode, as you've just seen there, fully functional on this, on the Class 150 and the Class 153. And that's something we are going to explore in another video. Okay, here we are, 2 Papa 2 Oats, Coryton to Penarth, Class 153, a one-carriage train. It's a 153, aka a Dogbox. Okay, wow. Loving the foliage waving around in the track there. Loving how it overgrown. Okay, first impressions. Yeah. Full disclosure, I've not seen any of the preview streams. I have had a little play on the route myself, but yeah, that's lots of density on the foliage and stuff there. Nice bit of clag coming out the back. Yeah, graphically so far that's looking pretty good. The 153 looking nice as well. Excellent. Right, let's get the train set up. We will have a look at all the in-cab systems. We'll have a wander around the train and do all that good stuff as we go along. Take a look at the map. Drive vigilance device to normal. TPWS to normal. And to enable the AWS, we've got to go into the back cab. Interior is looking pretty smart. Like in the passenger information system there. Full train, even though we haven't opened the doors yet. And into the rearmost cabin we've got the circuit breakers there. So there is our AWS, which we can flip around to normal. Okay. Back down to the front, into the cab, key on. And hopefully we'll be just in time for a right time departure. So, sit in driver's seat, key down to the left, same place as it is on the pacer. Into forward, I had no AWS sounding, so I don't know what I've done wrong. So what I'm going to do, just press Control and Enter. There we go, Control and Enter. I thought it was the circuit breaker in the back cab that was going to activate it, but obviously not. Doors open on the right. Okay, let's get some lighting and some bits and bobs set up here. Cab light can be off. Instrument panel can be on. There we go. Day headlight. Perfect. GSMR radio, we don't need to interact with that. We've got brightness control, volume control as you would expect, but that has already come pre-registered. So, do we need to turn the lights on? Saloon lights on. There we go. Fantastic. Right, lock doors. We'll get this thing going. I shall keep my mouth shut so we can have a little listen to the engine sounds, because I know that's really normally a very contentious issue. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really have much experience with 153s or 150s, so I don't know whether it sounds good or not. To me, it sounds pretty decent. Is it accurate, though? If you are more familiar with 153s and 150s, I would be very interested to hear your comments on the sounds. I have seen posts kind of on social media and stuff which are saying the sounds are not very good, so I'll let you be the judge of that. We'll do some inside pullaways and some outside pullaways as we go along, and kind of let you be the judge of whether it sounds good or not. And we're looking for our stop car mark at the end of the platform there. Liking the brake squeal, that's a nice sound effect going on. And doors on the left. Okay, in terms of timetable, we are now at Whitchurch Station. This is going to be terrible on the pronunciations. Calling at Ribena, Birchgrove, Tayglass, Heath Low Level, Cardiff Queen Street, Cardiff Central, Grangetown, Dingle Road, and Penarth. Loading, 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 loading. We'll do an inside pull away this time. So pulling away there using the 3, 5 and 7 technique. So typically what you're doing when you're pulling away in any DMU is brake step 3 up to about, power notch 3 up to about 10 miles an hour, then into 5, then into 7. Rabuna station coming up. These stations are really close together on here, so it's very much kind of like a metro service, which is pretty cool. That's the sort of route I tend to like driving. So it does really suit my sort of style of gameplay. So the hedge texture on the left there looks kind of really repeated. I did notice that at the last station as well. Not sure I'm a particular fan of that. I do like the way this train handles though. It does seem to handle really well. Hello, how are you getting on? Yeah, that hedge texture there just looks a little bit kind of repeated, a little bit funky. But I'm really liking the general modelling and overall feel so far. Does feel pretty good to me. I've been for a little ride on the Cardiff Networks about a year or so ago, so it's not completely unfamiliar territory, but I've been over some of these routes in real life. Yeah, not massively familiar with it. So the one thing that does bug me out, and it is a Train Sim World thing, it's not route specific, is once the doors close, it'd be really nice if we had a if we just had a buzzer, even if it was just attached to the doors closed sound effect that we can repeat back, some sort of dispatch mechanism. I say it on every single route, but I do feel it would add so much more. I think we've got it on Blackpool branches on the Pacer, and I think we've got it on the Midland Main Line where the guard does buzz you. Unfortunately, we don't have it on this, but it would be really, really nice to have. Yeah, I think it sounds decent. I'm going to be completely honest. I do think it sounds pretty decent. As we come down towards Birch Grove. Just getting used to the brakes on this as well, because brake step 1's okay. If you go into brake step 2, it seems to take a little while to release. And to be completely fair to you, these are friction brakes, air brakes, so that is what we're expecting. Once you release the brake, it takes a little while for the cylinders to fully release. That's my excuse for poor driving, and I'm sticking to it. And doors on the left-hand side again. I think the door sound effects are pretty good there. Hello, are you jumping on? You're on. Excellent. Passengers seem to be working. And we've got, of course, the working customer information system there. Transport for Wales Ticket Office. Of course, this is officially licensed by Transport for Wales as well, so we do have all the logos, which is always really nice. Right, lock doors. Yeah, like I say, for me it sounds... I'm not massively familiar with these units, and I will emphasise that, but I think it sounds quite decent. Right, T-Glass Station. Somebody's going to tell me how to pronounce that in the comment section. I will constantly apologise for my Welsh pronunciations. Oh, it's literally right there. Crikey. Okay, this could be a tea and biscuits with the manager moment. That's quite embarrassing. Ooh, we go straight into emergency. Ah, it's on the platform. It's on the platform. Oh, it's on the platform. Oh, go on then. Tea and biscuits with the manager. Tea and biscuits with the manager. Liking the detailing on the level crossing there, and the track textures with the E-clips on them do look pretty cool. Oh, maybe not too close to the ballast, but it's looking pretty good. And of course we've got the signs in English and Welsh, which is what we would expect to see. Yeah, another station that's looking really good. So we've just been over the AWS magnet there. We can see the board ahead of us. That is a fixed distance signal. So that's equivalent of a 1 yellow. We treat that as 1 yellow. Next signal we're expected to be at danger. And the big thing on our right hand side there is a GSMR radio mast. That's pretty cool. We've got those in. Quite characteristic of the railway in the UK these days, the GSMR radio masts. Right, we're off to Heath Low Level Station in 0.7 miles. There's our fixed distance, so that is 1 yellow as we go past it. And we are expecting a red ahead. So we will jump in and have a little look at the map as well when we get an opportunity in a few moments. Getting a little bit of a little bit of stutter on the performance there. It could be because I'm also recording at the same time. Train Sim does normally run pretty smoothly for me. I am playing on PC as well for those that are interested. Okay, we are right ahead, 25 at the end of the platform there, and it shouldn't be too far around this corner. Yeah, so it's still doing this kind of weird rendering thing on the trees where it kind of just wants to render things in the distance. You can kind of see where the trees up here in the distance, the kind of shadows and the rendering is just a little bit funky. It's been a thing on Train Sim World 5 for a while. I do think it's got better over time, but okay, let's see if the TPWS is going to work. Yeah, I was probably under the trigger speed. Should be no more than 20 going over the AWS magnet towards a red on a passenger train. I'm not calling that as a fair test for the TPWS because I was probably going slow enough for it not to knock me out. Loving the glow on the signal there. Nice LED. A searchlight style signal. Charlie Foxtrot 2591. Okay, full service. DRA into neutral, doors on the left. We'll take our DRA off because the signal has stepped up. Okay, we can see another track coming in. Right, this seems like a good time to have a little glance at the map. Again, loving all the foliage here, sort of hanging off the bridge and stuff. The access steps there. Yeah, no, really... Graphically, so far, my impressions of this route graphically so far, it's really nice, really nice. Okay, so in terms of maps, we've started up here at Coryton, and we're now sort of down here. So, as you can see, this is the Cardiff City Network. We are heading to Penarth, which is this little branchway down here. Cardiff Central is around here, and this is Canton Depot. So, I forget the name of the station up here. This is Ridder, I believe. Raider. Yes, you kind of got several sort of branch lines. You've got Cardiff Central down here, Cardiff Bay down here, Canton Depot. There's a lot going on. In terms of routes and what you can drive on here. I think one of the things I would like to see on this route is potentially one of the CAF trains or the Stade de Flirts. That'd be a really nice addition. Or possibly, maybe if we're going to extend on the Welsh routes, a Class 67. Be really good to get another modern loco in game. Okay, why is it not going? Because I'm in neutral. There you go, let's give it another go. There are some pretty major gradients on this route as well, as we'll see when we get down towards the end. Right, 2.4 miles to our next station, Cardiff Queen Street. Should give us a chance to get a little bit of speed up. Oh, okay, that's nice. Clickety-click across the points there. With the suspension bounce, yes. That makes me happy. Easily pleased, but that makes me happy, yeah. Okay, we're good for 75. Let's drive it like we stole it. Let's give it some welly. There's that hedge texture on the right-hand side there. That's going to be my nemesis on this route. Another 153 there, probably waiting to go down to Coryton where we've just come from. And we are wide open at this point. So 1.9 miles to Cardiff Queen Street. Let's start having a little look around the cab environment here. So this is the number 2 end cab, I believe. No, this is the number 1 end cab. My apologies. Air conditioning comes as standard. with nice associated sound effect. I like that. I like that a lot. What else have we got? Oh, okay, so we had an AWS, probably had an AWS, yeah. So we didn't have to go to the other cab to turn the AWS on. We do have an MCB panel, miniature circuit breaker panel on the back wall here. That's probably worth knowing. $25. I haven't got the vigilance turned on, I don't think, so I probably need to go back and have a little look at that, because we did have an alert for the vigilance. Aux heater. We'll have a little play with that in a minute. Let's worry about coming into Cardiff Queen Street first. She's breaking down quite nicely. Be interested to try some autumn runs in this, because a little one-car train, I would expect quite a lot of low adhesion and slipping and sliding. So it'd be really interesting to have a little play with that. We've got a green signal, position 1 junction indicator going on there. That's going to take us round to the left into platform, I think it's platform 1. So the line joining us from to our right is one of the other lines up to Radar. So that is one of the other routes you can drive. Like I say, there are quite a few different services on here, and there are a number of different routes you can take. So there's definitely sort of a lot to get your head around when it comes to service pattern. But the network is big enough to keep it interesting and big enough to, you know, keep you occupied, but not so big it's overwhelming, which I think is really good. Really liking the bounce effect as we come across the points there. And we got the illuminated off indicator, which is fantastic as well. We got the signal at the end of the platform, and the off indicator is illuminated. I like that. And where is our stop car mark? Where is the stop car mark? Was there a stop car mark? That's going to be the next question. Unlocked doors on the left. Cardiff Queen Street, let's go and have a little nosy around. 150 service to Cardiff Bay going off there. Like we say, we will have a look at the 150 in another video. Yeah, again, the station, in my opinion, is looking really nice. Yeah, graphically very, very nice indeed. Messages, they answered. Season 2, summer 2024, Dovetail Games TV. Sometimes you get Easter eggs as to kind of what the next updates are going to be. It's always worth having a little look out. Right, we got a green, we got a D. Presumably that's for downline. But I have no route knowledge in this area, so I am just guessing. Really would like a buzz. There was an S car mark at the end of the platform. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what the local instructions are for stopping here, but $15 across the points there. Nice clickety click as we go across the joint. And we got a green ahead. Got another 150 coming the opposite direction. So the line straight ahead goes down to Cardiff Bay, which is modelled on the map. As you can see here, straight down to Cardiff Bay. So we are now joining onto, or we're about to pass over the top of the Great Western lines from Bristol and Severn Tunnel Junction down towards Swanage, I want to say. So that's the main line that we're passing over now. So that's where we should be seeing IETs, HSTs, and Christ knows what else runs down there. And we're coming around towards Cardiff Central. Now this is the only problem. There is a limited amount of AI on this route. Obviously we've got the 150s, the 153s. However, when you get to Cardiff Central, it does just feel a little bit... Let's get some brakes in there. The gradient really making us pick up speed. Yeah, it just feels a little bit dead to me once we get around to Cardiff Central. I know with the Mildmay line, you know, we had reskins of the, I want to say the Class 710, the London Overground was reskinned into Anglia. It could have been done here, potentially, with the Azuma. Could have been reskinned. I know it's the wrong type of Azuma, but it could have been reskinned into a GWR Cucumber 800 type thing. So I think there were options maybe to get some AI traffic in. I think we do have HST layers on those, so we will see some HSTs. I mean, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure when the route is modelled for. So it could be before IETs. Yeah, I'm not noticing the stop car markers on the platform, so that's something I definitely need to sort of look out for. Let's go and just have a little look. I mean, it could be it's a one-car train, so I mean, you should be able to work out where to stop a one-car train on the platform. Ah, talk of the devil. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it. Cardiff Central just looks a little bit... I mean, the actual modelling on the station looks really nice. If we kind of go down this end, we've got the river and the stadium. Yeah. Water textures look pretty decent. The modelling on the station looks pretty good, but the station just feels a little bit, even in terms of like passengers and stuff, it's just a little bit lifeless and a little bit dead, lacking atmosphere. But the actual modelling of the station, really nice indeed. Locked doors. Okay, we have got Grangetown, Dingle Road and Penarth to go. Okay, we're off to Grangetown, 0.7 miles. Train brake released. Oh, the turbo sounding pretty nice there. We've got a green and we've got a B. Like I say, I've got no idea what these indications mean. The size of the network, though, it's one of those routes which you could quite easily gain good route knowledge on, to be able to drive HUDless. Keeping it at 15. We'll be going past Canton Depot in just a few minutes. I think it's called Canton Depot. So 0.6 miles. Let's just have a little look around the cab. So we've had a little play with the cab fan. TPWS controls up there. Oh, notice board light. Excellent. So we've got a passenger information system there. No automatic announcements. That's not supported, which is unfortunate. Something I'd really like to see in Train Sim World. Wipers. DRA is functional. Sander is functional. Okay, so in terms of buttons, fire override, couple uncouple. that's something we're definitely going to have a play around with on the live stream. Heated screen, fan speed, heating and cooling. Okay, like air conditioning with associated sound effect. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. Buzzer, compressor speed up. I believe that does work. When we're at a stand, you can hear the compressor speed up. Engine start stop, gearbox faults, lighting, and of course horn. So no computer in this, no train management system or anything like that. It's good old-fashioned technology. Train wash over there, Canton Depot to our right. Got an HST berthed in there at the moment. Nice, very nice. So we've got a 20 coming up. Yeah, so parts of the route are pretty slow, as you can see. There are a few sort of faster sections as we go along. Tracks absolutely everywhere. So if we jump into our map, so that's Cardiff Central. We've just come round the corner here, and we're heading down onto this branch. Again, you've got services that kind of come from the opposite direction. Spurs here, Spurs there, that side. So this is Canton Depot. You can pass it this way, you can pass it that way. You can, there's sort of several different ways around it you can go. Sort of in the middle of the triangular junction there. I think the signals are looking nice, so I've not got any modifications on this. This is kind of default. But yeah, the glow on the signals looks pretty decent. Wait, we've driven 15.3 miles in the Class 153. And coming into Grangetown, offside door release. So I am keeping a close eye out for kind of passengers bugging out and scenery clipping through and sort of all stuff like that. And other than the absence of stop car markers in a couple of places, it all seems pretty good so far, if I'm being honest. Other than that repeated hedge texture. Very nice indeed. We are going to do my favourite test in a minute. We're going to do the door test. And basically that is, can we open the doors when we're driving along? And if we can, that definitely gets a sad trombone sound effect. Let's have a little look around the station. Oh, loving the planters. Our train looks a little bit lost, if I'm being honest there, but kind of, I mean, that's pretty incredible. The depth of scenery. I can't get up any higher, unfortunately, but the depth of scenery as we look across Cardiff is quite remarkable. That's yeah, that's really good. Very nice indeed. Okay, we've got 1.9 miles to Dingle Road, which is our next station stop. We're good for 50. Okay, let's get out the driver's seat. We haven't got the vigilance turned on. And what I want to see, can we do this? If we press the door open button, is it going to open? Oh, that is good. Okay. That makes me happy. That makes... It's the little things, but that... Genuinely, that makes me happy. We've had it on far too many add-ons where we've been able to drive along and just open the doors. So the fact we can't genuinely makes me happy. Right, I've come off the power a bit because we've got a 40 coming up. And we are Dingle Road and then Penarth, where this service will terminate. Once we get over the next junction and head up towards Dingle Road, the gradient is really steep. And there is our 40. Four car coming the other way. So there are, with the 150 as well, there are variations in formation. You'll have some 4 cars and some 2 cars running around. I believe there is also scope to couple the 150 and the 153 together. I believe that is compatible. That does work. So that's something definitely worth having a little play with. Okay, 1 yellow. No junction indicator, which is exactly what we're looking for. I know that to be right because I have played this section of the route already. $25. So if we were to continue round to the right, I believe that goes to Bridge End and then down towards Barry and Barry Island. Now the Barry Island extension would have been a really nice addition to this route. So if we just jump out for a second, we go around the corner, we get the station here, you get Cogan. That's pretty much as far as you can drive in that direction, so that's kind of sort of round here, then off map. But yeah, that goes down to sort of towards, I think it's Bridge End and sort of Barry, possibly like Cardiff Airport. My geography is not particularly good in that area, I'm afraid. Okay, 2.6% uphill gradient. This is really steep. So let's give it the beans. Let's drive it like we stole it. Getting a little bit of stuttering in game at the moment. I don't know if that's coming across on the video. Yeah, you can really see the gradient there. Yeah, the 153 working really hard to get up here, really hard. I'm going to make sure our TPWS is TPWS round to normal, because I do want to test it as we go on towards the stops at Penarth. I just want to check the function of the TPWS. If we have working safety systems, it's another thing that makes me happy. Yeah, the gradient really taking a lot of that speed out there. Literally, I'm not touching the brakes. The gradient is doing all the work there. The ambient sound effects are not too bad there. We've got a bit of chatter going on. Possibly dogs barking in the background is good. Yeah, I think the only thing we're missing, as with all Train Sim World routes, is just those kind of announcements, isn't it? Platform announcements. But the yeah, the kind of ambient noises are not too bad. It's a bit more alive than Cardiff. Cardiff Central, I thought, was a little bit dead, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's get a nice flyby shot for our final pull away in the Class 153. I'm enjoying this. I've got a... I'm sure I pressed the lock doors button, did I not? Okay, that's interesting. For some reason the doors don't want to shut. That's very interesting. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is definitely not supposed to happen. Okay, first of all, let's give it one of these. Oh, okay, it seems to have worked now. Sad trombone done the trick and we've scared it into it. Right, let's get a nice position for a flyby shot for our departure here. Definitely need to make use of the hill start facility. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, that's tea and biscuits with the manager. It was all going so well. Okay, we're in reverse. Yeah, that probably really doesn't help, does it? Let's try putting it in forward. Right. Let's give it another go. This is why I drive freight trains. Come back tomorrow, we'll do it properly. There we go. Yeah, not sure what was going on with the doors there, kind of not... Maybe it was because I was trying to play with them between the stations, I don't know, but... Yeah, some reason it didn't want to shut the doors there. Okay, AWS acknowledged. Fixed distance signal there, treating that as one yellow. So the red will be the buffer stops at Penarth station. So there should be TPWS overspeed loops on approach to the platform. Set for 10 miles an hour. We are going to go over them a little bit quick. I just want to see if the TPWS safety system does work. For some reason the GSMR's bugged out there as well. That's decided to turn itself off, which is a common thing. I think it's with the default coding of the GSMR. Okay, I'm going to double check we have got that TPWS in. Normal. Okay, this should take us out. Okay. TPWS doesn't appear to work. Okay, that gets one of those, because I done a test earlier approaching a red signal too fast and TPWS did work. So the fact it didn't work coming onto the buffer stops there is slightly disappointing. It could be that I've just not set something up properly. That's probably more the case, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, a little bit disappointed with that particular thing. Let's do something really naughty. Let's just roll the train back into the platform. We're not even going to take power. This should just hopefully... No, it's saying we're on the level now. That's annoying. We shall gently ease it up back into the platform. There we go, and doors on the right hand side. So we're going to have another quick look at the interior. So before we... Gangway door opens, so that's going to be absolutely ideal for coupling, which I believe we can do. We are going to do a live stream on this, so that's something we're definitely going to play around with. Can we get in the toilets? No, we can't. Oh, okay. No! Oh, that doesn't make me happy. Come on, I only opened the doors on one side. Ah! Yeah, that doesn't make me happy, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think the interior looks pretty good. Again, my whole thing with kind of inside of trains and interiors is the lack of atmosphere, passenger chatter, that sort of thing. Again, it's, you know, it's a game thing. It's a game thing. It's not a route specific thing. Yeah, that doesn't make me happy. No! Gets another one of those. That really doesn't make me happy. But no, other than that, the kind of the route in terms of graphics and stuff. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I think it's looking really decent. I mean, to me, the sounds on the train are pretty good. Graphically, I think it's really nice. I think we've got quite a few routes with quite a lot of variety going on. Really pleased that after all this time, we finally have a route in Wales, which is absolutely fantastic. Standard Dovetail Games logo on the t-shirt there. Yeah, as always, guys, we're really interested to hear what your thoughts are. I'm going to be doing a few videos on this over the coming weeks. Weeks/months/days/hours. We're going to be doing another video pretty soon on the Class 150, having a little look at that and some of the other routes on the network. There's also going to be a live stream coming up and a look at the conductor mode as well. I think with the kind of regular station stops on this service, conductor mode will work pretty well. So be interested to see how well that's been done and how well that's been implemented. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. Do we want to give up control? We've just tried to shut the video down, I know. I might as well finish the trip and get the medal, wouldn't I? There we go. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. And if you want to find out more about my day-to-day life as a train driver and other stuff we get up to on the channel, you can follow me on my socials, which are on the screen for you right now. We got a platinum medal. We'll absolutely take that. We will absolutely take that. Hopefully you can join me in another stream or video very, very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Opinions down below. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.